Start with abduction, okay? We'll see if we can get through horizontal ab and adduction of the shoulder. So I'll need a volunteer. Come on up. Oh, yet again, Jake. He's like, we're gonna do this. Okay, so for horizontal abduction, it's this motion, right? Coming out like this. So what position do you think our patients need to be in?
Prone.
Prone.
Lying down.
Get our patient on their stomach, lying prone. Okay. What muscles perform shoulder horizontal abduction? Posterior deltoid. It's going to be our primary one. Okay. This is the one where I'm going to have you scoot just a hair towards this side, actually. Yep, perfect. You got your nice long arms there. So this is the one that I said, if that posterior delta is weak, and we're testing the middle trap, then we're going to come in. This is, if that's weak, that's the reason we would come in and apply the resistance at the scapula versus applying resistance here. Okay. On this one, it's not a scapular motion. We don't have to worry about palpating or seeing what the scap does on that same side, so we can provide our, not resistance, our stability, our stabilization on the opposing side. Okay. Same motion, however, just not focused on the scap. So he's going to bring that elbow up, okay, good, and then back down. Now, with this one, ideally, to get a true 5 out of 5, we want the elbow extended to see if they can go against gravity with the elbow extended, okay? So then go ahead and do that. Fantastic. Good. And relax. So he made it through, full arm extended. Why would we do it with the elbow extended?
Because there's more resistance.
You're removing muscles out of the triceps. Right.
More weight to carry.
Okay, so yeah, you're both pretty close, and then say what you said again. You're lengthening the lever. Okay? So if we increase the length of that lever, gravity is able to play more of a role, and it'll be more difficult for that muscle to perform. Okay? So for a 4 or a 5, they need to have their elbows straightened out. Okay? So let's see what he gets. Apply my resistance. Nice and strong. Okay? If he started to go down or he dropped immediately, I can't necessarily say that it was just a 3 automatically. Or let's say that he can't go through full range or available range with the arm extended. I can have him bend his elbow and go through the same motion of that horizontal abduction, but the max I can give him is a 3. Okay? As soon as we bend that elbow, I cannot give him more than a 3. So 4 and 5 have to have that elbow extended. And then to again see if we get a 3, I bend the elbow, bring him up, and if I apply that resistance, he drops down again. It's still going to be a 3. But I can allow, or I can call it a 3, where he can get through full range motion with less of the arm playing a role, or gravity playing less of a role, if you will. Okay, so that's horizontal abduction. Now horizontal adduction. So I'm going to have you actually flip onto your back, go supine for me. What muscles come into play when we're talking about horizontal adduction? Pec major is a big one.
Anterior delt.
And anterior delt. Okay, those are going to be our primary ones. Now we can test for horizontal adduction. We're going to bring you up into 90 degrees of flexion, and then we're going to bend the elbow to 90 degrees of elbow flexion. So it'll be 90-90 position like this. Okay? We know that we have a clavicular portion, and then we have a sternal portion for the pec major, right? So we actually have 3 different ways that we can test this. The first way is to hit both the clavicular and the sternal portion of the pec major and the anterior deltoid. And then we're going to isolate or put them in different positions to hit more of the sternal position or sternal portion and a different position for the clavicular portion. Okay? So first, here's for both portions and the anterior deltoid. Now, because if I just do this and start to pull, then I'm gonna pull him right off, or he's gonna roll off, or whatever. So I've got to stabilize that other shoulder. Here's the thing with this one. Do you like it very much if I put my arm over here and right in front of your face? It's Jake, so he doesn't really care. There are a lot of patients who are not gonna like that. Okay? So, come on the other side, so you're not reaching across their face. Because people don't like that. Okay? So if I want to get anterior deltoid and then both portions of the pec major, I'm going to keep him in this position and just pull straight out. And that's getting all three of those. Okay? If I want to get more of the sternal portion, I'm going to angle him and bring him up just slightly, and then apply my resistance in this upward, almost scapular direction, okay? Diagonal upward direction for the sternal portion, and then I'm going to go diagonal down for the clavicular portion, okay? So that's our horizontal abduction and adduction. Yes.
Just curiosity. So when we do the hamstrings, you tell us to make sure that we're pushing like the foot out so that, I mean, it's not so that, but like there's